am I doing this week's vault workout with? Ooh, Eli? And Julian?
I'm excited to do the vault workout. No, not really, actually. Cause doing it with Julian and Rachel, they're old people. I don't really like working out with old people. If I didn't, then I would just get my video games taken away and I couldn't hang out with my friends.
You've gotta be kidding me. I mean, where do I start?
Julian it's interesting. He pushes you, but it's actually not what you'd think. It's not very fun, actually, even though some people really would think it is.
I get fitness bullied all the time, and if I won't take to his fitness bullying, then he's gonna make me some ridiculous bet like some free stock from Robinhood or 2 tinted windows. Julian, I have 6 windows, not 2.
Yeah, he's very aggressive when he works out. He has a ton of chest hair. It's just really weird. It does make me very uncomfortable. I think he has a hard time accepting that he's old.
Julian sweats all over the place. There's always so much sweat when he works out. I am so excited to work out with Eli, and we will just pretend like Julian's not there.
I don't really like working out with Rachel too. She's kind of old.
All right, welcome to week 7 of the Street Parking Vault. The Vault is 1 workout a week for 25 weeks with the goal to help you guys build consistency. Now remember, always customize these workouts so that way they work for your ability. Scores do not matter, you just cannot miss. Welcome to week 7 of the 2021 Vault. And this week, we're going to be tackling Iris. Iris will be every 4 minutes for 6 rounds, 100-meter farmer's carry, 10 step up and overs, 200-meter run. Now, if you want to make this workout a little bit more challenging, well, this week's extra challenge is going to be every 3 minutes for 8 rounds. Now the score for this week will be to take the slowest round out of this workout. The goal is to keep each round between 2.5 to 3.5 minutes. Now for this workout, there are some changes between the movements or subs that we offer for you guys. So make sure you guys are checking out Program B and Program C as well to see which version works best for you. All right, now my tips for this workout. I would suggest that for the 100 meters farmer's carry, that you break at the halfway point. And the reason I say that is because the last thing you want to do is tax that grip by coming back in and then having to do your step up and overs for the 10 reps. Rest the grip. So at the 50-meter mark, just set it down on purpose. Give your shoulders a little bit of time to rest, your grip as well. Come back in, try to do the 10 step up and overs without breaking. If you need to, or if in the later rounds, your grip is blowing up, set the dumbbells on top of the box, shake your grip out a little bit, shake your hands out, and then continue on moving forward there. Even that 2-section piece right there, which is the farmer's carry going into the step up and overs, that should take you somewhere in the 1.5 minutes, minute 40 at most. And then when you hit the 200-meter run, try to keep that within that 60-second to a 1:15 range for that. That'll keep you in the goal time that we've provided for you guys for this workout, which is keeping the rounds in the 2.5 to 3.5 minute range. That way you give yourself plenty of time to recover, compose yourself, reset, and get back after it for the next round.
Shift Iris is a 12-minute AMRAP, or as many rounds and reps as possible in 12 minutes of 30 taps, single unders, low step-ups, or skip-overs, 20 mountain climbers, 10 step-ups or unweighted lunges. For an extra challenge, add weight to the step-ups or the lunges. The score for this workout is the total number of completed rounds and reps. Your goal for this workout is at least 8 rounds. In this workout, make sure that you remember to breathe during the mountain climbers. It's really tempting to hold your breath and try to bust out all of those reps, but then you'll find yourself getting super gassed and really fatigued for the lunges or the step up. So make sure that you're breathing through your mountain climbers. Whether you choose step-ups or lunges, make sure that you pick a variation that's going to allow you to keep your ankle stacked just underneath your knee joint in the front or the stepping foot. This is going to keep the pressure out of the front of your knee and allow you to tap into the stronger, more supportive muscle groups of your quads or your glutes and your hamstrings. So, you don't want to allow your knee to drive too far forward over your ankle or your toes. Try and keep it stacked just on top.
Today I'm going to be doing program A, which is going to be awesome. Rachel is going to be doing program C, which is the sandbag and bike version. And unfortunately, due to the weather, Eli was not able to come due to the drive. It was just not safe for them. But I'm starting to really think that maybe he did that on purpose based off of the video. But we will definitely be missing him.
All right. Well, I mean, Rachel looks cool, at least. And by cool, warm, I guess is a better way to say that. And they're gonna get slippery. This is gonna get slippery on the step-up overs. But hey, we're here to show you guys. We know a lot of people live in snowy situations. It's very rare for us to have snow, very, very rare. And we couldn't not take the opportunity to show you guys that we are with you and we will do it just the way that a lot of you will have to do it out in the snow. They're off on their first farmer carry. So let's repeat what the workout is again one more time for you guys. It's every 4 minutes for 6 rounds. So it's a total of 24 minutes.
Right.
They're gonna do a 100-meter farmer carry, 10 step-up overs, and then either a 200-meter run, or Rachel's gonna be doing her 11 cows on the bike. There are other options. Rachel, obviously, instead of doing the farmer carry, is doing the sandbag bear hug carry. And they're gonna go every 4 minutes. Now the goal is not to make it take 4 minutes, but to go as fast as possible on each round, which is gonna be a little slower for them today, I think, than normal for sure. And then Julian, he's doing the extra challenge. And a lot of times the extra challenge that we put out is heavier weight or more reps. But today it's basically just less rest. So instead of every 4 minutes, he's gonna go every 3 minutes, but we're still gonna hold him to 24 minutes. He's gonna do 8 rounds instead of 6.
Yeah, he has 2 extra rounds. So if you guys are in a snowy area or rainy or the weather's not ideal or you just don't want to run or carry outside, one thing that you can do is hold the dumbbells by your sides and march or do really low step-ups. So maybe a bumper plate or 2 bumper plates stacked one on top of the other. And then some running customizations would be for a minute to do toe taps or mountain climbers or single or double unders. So all of those would allow you to stay inside nice and warm and dry.
Exactly, right? And I prefer I don't know about you, but I feel weird with the marching in place.
Yeah.
I like to there's like a step that goes into our house from the garage. Like I would at least step up and down on that
Yeah.
for my farmer carry for 1 minute or however long it is.
Just feels more productive.
Yes. And then yeah, just for the run, if you need to substitute it or whatever, how long did that take them?
225.
All right, so we're looking for rounds that are like 230 to 330, so that was great for them, even with like being a little more cautious, obviously, on the run and the farmer, on all of it, to be honest.
Yeah. Even the step-ups, yeah.
Yeah, so Julian's rest with this snowy situation might get pretty short. We'll see. But what I was gonna say is just pick something, whether it's a dumbbell skip over or a low step up or mountain climbers, like you said, just pick something that's gonna elevate your heart rate for a minute. You don't have to take it too seriously. Any of it will count. Get the workout in. I actually love this workout because there's not a lot of technique to it.
Right.
It's just kind of like grunt work.
Yeah.
Where if you're having like a crappy day, or if you're like feeling like, I don't want to think too much and I just want to do a workout that doesn't require much thinking, this is a great one for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Rachel with the strategic hat switch. She wanted the face covering.
Oh, are any of the cameras in to catch this? There it is. I wonder how his hands are feeling right now, holding onto those dumbbells.
I know,
in the snow.
Well, earlier this morning we took our boys for a walk because Knox was very excited about the snow, and our hands I was pulling like the wagon and my hands were freezing, so if that's any indication.
Yeah, I think today would be a good day to wear like a pair of batting gloves or just have some kind of layer between your skin and that metal.
Absolutely, because you're not going to need to like grip the pull-up bar or anything like that. So wearing gloves today wouldn't really get in the way. It's going to make the dumbbell handles a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
But it might be worth it for sure.
And it's great to see Rachel out there using the sandbag, because if you do have a sandbag and it is snowy or wet or anything like that, it's a great option to do the bear hug carry and then come in and do the sandbag over shoulder step-up overs, or even get it up into the back rack.
Nice, and you'll notice she like wore her boots today and everything. I love that Rachel's part of this because Rachel is from Florida.
Yes.
And I don't know that Rachel's ever lived anywhere with snow. She's seen snow before, but they've only been here for a few years. This is still pretty new for her. We've got her working out in the snow now.
Yeah.
So both of them are on their second round. Julian's about to finish his second round.
Oh, his hands are in his pockets.
Oh, he's got the hands in the pockets now.
That might be a pro move. Hands in the pockets. All right, Rachel's hopping on the bike. She is just a beast on that thing.
Nicole just offering all of her clothes to everyone. Asking Julian if he wants her gloves now. All right, so Julian's got 6 rounds left. After this, Rachel's got 4 rounds left. Again, Julian is going every 3 minutes. That's the extra challenge. Rachel's doing the original version, which is every 4 minutes. And she's doing program C, which is the bike and the sandbag. There is a shift version of this workout. We were gonna show it today, but Eli, Kim's son, they live kind of far away. They're like an hour away. So we
on a good day. On a sunny day.
Yeah, so we didn't ask them to drive up here in the snow today, but the shift version is a 12-minute AMRAP of 30 reps of, it can be taps, it can be single unders or skip overs, low step ups, 20 mountain climbers, and 10 step ups. And I know he was planning on doing like the shift extra challenge, which is actually holding weight for the step ups, which is an option, or you can do unweighted. As always, customizing to make it work for you. It looks like Rachel's second round was 217, so she's keeping a good pace. Both of them, you can tell their hands are pretty cold.
Yeah. So Julian's setting the dumbbells down when he gets back in from the carry, and just taking a second to shake it out before he picks them back up and gets started on those step overs. And so far, I think he's done those unbroken.
Yeah, he
all
has.
10 in a row.
Julian's really fast at step-up overs. He has like a good turnaround on top of the box. I think that's the portion that's going to be slower for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then I always get jealous of Rachel's step-up overs because she's 5 inches taller than me, which means she's like 8 inches taller than you.
Yeah.
And it just
If
looks
my
like it's
math
not
is
that high of
correct.
a step. So she's much smoother on those than a lot of people are going to be also. So don't be surprised if when you do this workout, your step-up overs will take a little bit longer than Rachel and Julian.
Yeah, so when I step over, just because I've had some knee issues in the past, it doesn't feel good to me to step forward off of the top of the box. So when I get on top, I'll actually turn around and step backwards off, and I find that takes a lot of pressure out of my knees.
I'm one of those people that like, depending on, like mid-workout, I'll be doing something completely randomly different than I was at the beginning, and then at the end, I do that with box jump overs, I do it with step-up overs. I mean, I did it with pull-ups a couple weeks ago, so who knows?
I know one thing people complain about a lot is getting dizzy. So,
Yes, because they're always turning the same way.
Yeah, so if you like pick one wall and always turn toward that wall in your garage or wherever you are, then you shouldn't get
What if you're like
as
Zoolander
dizzy.
and you just like can't turn left?
What's his face? Blue Steel? What is it?
The blue steel
Yes, the Blue
at the
Steel.
top of the box.
I feel like Julian would like
Oh,
make a great.
I can't even tell you. I was going through some of our old photos from like early photo shoots, and I was like, he used to pose a lot. Oh, he's holding his sleeves now. The hands
So
are
it's not getting better,
cold.
basically.
No, it's not. I asked him if he was going to wear gloves before this, by the way, but he used to do. I've got some photos I could share of him really posing for those first few photo shoots that we did in our garage.
I think we'd all like to see that.
I actually have one saved on my phone right now that maybe I'll post later today.
Nice.
We're about 9.5 minutes in. Rachel's jumping on the bike for her third round. Julian's finishing or starting round 4, I think? Yes, 4. Ouch. You know, Julian actually also, it's funny that these two are doing it. He hasn't spent a lot of time in the snow. Neither have you actually, huh?
I haven't ever, yeah.
This is your second time ever seeing snow, isn't
Pretty
it?
much, yeah.
Holy moly. So Julian grew up here in the Pacific Northwest. He grew up in Tillamook though, which is closer to the coast. So it does get cold there and it rains a lot, but you're not gonna see snow like this.
Yeah.
So I even give him a hard time when he's driving in the snow and stuff and ask him, because I'm from Utah. I'll ask him if he wants me to drive or whatever. So this is pretty new for him too, which is really fun to get two people who are not used to this at all, showing you guys that they're in it with you.
Yeah, I refused to drive this morning. I had my
How did you get
husband
here?
drive me to work, and then I carpooled with everyone here. So
That's really funny.
yeah.
Just waiting for Rachel to write down her time over there so we know how she's doing. There she goes, she heard me.
Yeah, I'm sure she's crushing.
So if it's still snowing on Monday when you're gonna go to do this workout, will you go out in the snow and do it, or? Will
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I will. I think I'll do the carry in the snow. Like I
Yes.
don't mind that, but I'll probably customize the run.
Okay.
Just again because of my wonky knees,
You don't
and
want to slip
especially
and
with
slide?
slipping. Oh God, yeah, that would be. Oof. I think I'd be asking for it then.
You know what I love though is like, I think when we get to be adults, we get weird about weather and we get kind of cranky about it, to be honest. This morning, when my 3-year-old saw that it was snowing, he could not wait to go outside. And so,
That's sweet. It's a good reminder.
yeah, we bundled up at 7 a.m. and went for a walk, and he laid down on the ground immediately and was doing snow angels, and we built a snowman, and like, he was super pumped for it. And I think, you know, that's something that I love about street parking in general, is how much more a lot of people are working out outside, even
Yeah.
just with the garage door open.
It makes you like it helps you work on your resiliency. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna let this stop me.
it's real life.
Yeah.
Your car breaks down, you're in the snow, you gotta carry the suitcases. What are you gonna do? All right, so Julian is starting round 5, Rachel's starting round 4. So they're just past the halfway mark, so they're back on the same schedule again. Again, this workout is every 4 minutes for 6 rounds, 100-meter farmer carry, 10 step-up overs with your dumbbells or your sandbag or whatever, and then a 200-meter run, or if you're doing the row bike version or some sort of customization for that. Rachel's going every 4 minutes. That's the original version. That's what most people will be doing. Julian's doing the extra challenge, which is every 3 minutes and a total of 8 rounds. I don't know if taking off his sweatshirt was such a good idea.
I'm sure he has a reason.
I can't wait to hear what they say after this. Rachel's lost the hat. So, I mean, both of them have shown that they're warming up at least a little bit.
This is what I call the trademark Julian step-up over, where he like swings the dumbbells forward and gains some momentum getting up onto the box. Oh.
Yeah, I don't do. I have a hard time with the swinging of the arms. I know you'll stand all the way up on top of the box. I think I can stay hunched depending on the workout. This workout in particular, you guys want to be careful about staying hunched. With the farmer carry and the step-up overs and the run, that's a lot of potential to light up your low back if you kind of stay in that hunched position. So break up the step-up overs if you need to a little bit, stand all the way up if you need to. If at any point you need to drop down to just a single dumbbell held at the chest or no weight at all, that's totally fine. But yeah, Julian's resiliency when it comes to just moving fast and grinding through it is a little higher than I think most people. I can't imagine how that wind feels on Rachel's face right now.
She's smiling through the pain though.
A lot of times people think Rachel's smiling. That is not a smile, that is a grimace.
Yeah.
But she's keeping her rounds consistent. Still all of them, and we'll see what this one was. We're under 230, yeah, this one was as well. I'm surprised Julian didn't try to fitness bully Rachel into going every 3 minutes. Maybe he felt bad because of the snow.
Maybe he thought that was enough of an extra challenge.
Maybe he was so concerned about the snow that he was worried that he wasn't going to be able to keep up the every 3 minutes. You never know. All right, Julian's about to take off on round number 6, I think.
Yes.
Math is hard with clocks and math.
Is hard.
And 2 people going at different times. Highly suggest you get out a piece of paper or a whiteboard or something and you write down the time that you're supposed to go each time. Because you think it's going to be easy to remember and do math, but it never is.
Never.
So I like to do that, write down when I'm supposed to go next. Now their score today is their slowest round only. So Rachel, her slowest round so far was her 3rd round of 223.
Which is still great.
It's so great. Now that she knows that, she just has to keep them all under 223 and not have them go above. She said she almost fell over with the bag on that round, so she had to readjust it. That added 5 seconds to her score.
We'll allow it.
It's okay. There's a good chance that Julian has no idea what his rounds have been. We'll ask him afterwards, and that's okay.
Good thing there's some footage. We'll be able to.
You know, I'll be honest.
Play it back.
I've entered scores before where I say I honestly don't know what I got today, and that's allowed. We'll allow that. Of course,
because Because your scores don't matter.
No one
you
cares.
Just cannot miss.
The only person that's going to impact is you in 6 months from now when it's not snowing outside and you want to retest it and see how much faster you can go and you don't know how fast you went the first time. So that's why we ask you guys to keep track of your scores for these. It's not to compare them to anyone else. Now we're inside and cozy. I can't wait to see the footage that everybody else is watching right now of the snow and the photos that Salvi's out there getting. It's gonna be great.
So one thing about this workout, guys, if you are doing program A with the dumbbells, it is gonna get super grippy. So you may wanna experiment with different touchdown points. So maybe at the halfway mark of your carry, you wanna set down your dumbbells, shake it out, just to preserve your grip, grab them back before you come back in, maybe, and like Julian's been doing, setting them down right when you get back in from the step-up overs, giving them a quick shake, and then getting back to it.
I know when I do step-up overs, or when I do farmer carries, I mean, I like pick a spot, like a tree, or like the mailbox or something. I'm like, just get there, and you're like hanging on by your fingertips, and you get there. I definitely, and then it seems close yet so far away when you're doing it.
Yeah, and you start like shuffling like really, really fast.
Sometimes I'll try to run. I feel like that's always a bad idea.
Always. The jarring does not help.
Yeah, they're jostling up and down like in your hands. So speaking of this workout, let's talk about the goddess that it's for. It's Iris. Iris was known as the messenger for the gods. So I kind of pictured like the Amazon delivery driver, and you and Jeb and I spoke about this a lot with all of these workouts. Like, how can we make it fit the god or goddess that it is? And so I pictured like carrying the package, climbing with the package up and over Mount Olympus, and then running to get the next package. All on a schedule, of course.
Of course.
A very tight schedule. You got to get the package there on time for sure. So that was kind of the thought behind this one. I think it's super fun. I love it. I love just turning your brain off and going.
Grunt work.
All right, so that round for Rachel was 218. She's pretty consistent around the 218 to 220 mark. So she's crushing it even with all the elements added in.
She only has one round left.
I think she has.
Yeah.
Do you have one more? Okay. Math.
I tell you what.
Rachel's got one more. Julian's got to finish this one and do one more. That's right.
Yes, yeah.
So the light at the end of the tunnel can be seen. They're just dreaming of getting a hot coffee and hot shower.
Cuddling up by the fire.
It's gonna feel so great. Now, if you go into this and let's say your first round takes you 3:30, and that was like the fastest you could go, some ways to modify it, again, are if you need to shorten the run distance, the 200-meter run, shorten it to a distance that's not gonna take you more than like 1:15 or so. If you need to lose some of the weight for the step-up overs or lose the weight altogether, totally fine. Or if you need to shorten the distance for the farmer carry a little bit or lighten the load, lots of things you can do. But we want all of the rounds to be between 2:30 and 3:30, which you can see from these guys, all of them have been faster than that. But if you're in that 2:30 to 3:30 window, you're good to go.
Yeah. And like you said early on in the workout, the intention with this one is not to drag out the work. We want you guys, maybe not sending it, but we want you pushing from the start, getting that work done as quickly as you can, and then earning a good bit of rest before you have to start back over.
Yeah, do the first round fast. Don't treat it like it's the only round, but do it fast. And then try to keep all the other rounds faster than that, even if just by a little bit. I like it when my first round's my slowest. Where it's like, okay, I tested it, now I can go faster than that and keep all of them faster than that. It doesn't always work out that way, but it's a good kind of strategy. Go fast, but not sending, and then try to speed up as you go. Julian's going on his last round. This is Rachel's last round. She's probably gonna be so happy to be done with these step-up overs. When combining the step-up overs with the bike, I would say her grip is not nearly as messed up as Julian's, but her legs and her booty right now,
Yeah.
probably
on fire.
definitely feeling it. I'm just glad her feet haven't slipped on the pedals also.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I went mountain biking for the first time the other day, and my foot slipped, and the pedal came back around and hit me in the heel.
leg?
Yeah. And Kaylee told me that's called a pedal bite.
Pedal bite.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so last set of step-up overs for Julian. Rachel's about to finish. And then he's got one more 200-meter run. This is Iris, you guys, messenger of the gods. And you know what? Messengers don't get to take weather breaks.
That is too true.
They got to show up, they got to deliver the message, they got to deliver the package no matter what. And so if you are in inclement weather, we've given you a lot of options, but part of the vault is you cannot miss. So you've got to use those options, make it work for you. These guys wanted to show that they're here to support you, that we're in it with you. They're out in the snow today. Oh wow, Rachel's last round was 2:13.
Dang.
So she sent it on the last round. That's always fun to do on workouts like this as well. So.
This is one of the longer vault workouts, so if you guys are pressed for time, remember you can always do the shift option. It's actually like half the time.
Exactly.
So yeah, 12 minutes.
The
you're
shift
in and
version is
out.
also really great for if you don't want to go outside.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
So the shift version counts even if you're super duper fit and you're completely capable of RX+++. You can do with the shift version, log your score, and still get credit for this week. So
Yes.
drop the ego and just get it done. All right, Julian's coming in. He's about to finish his very last round, 2:23. So kept all of them
Very
under
good.
2:30 as well. Can't wait to hear what they have to say. We hope you guys have a nice and safe journey while performing Iris.
Yes.
All right, so a couple ways you can approach this. If you go into it with wanting to do just the RX version and you find that you are really ahead of schedule, don't be afraid to make that adjustment after round one. You'll be able to tell. I would say that the one thing is you got to make sure you break up those farmer's carries because your grip is going to really catch up to you. Some of you guys are going to have super grip and be able to go the walk into the step up and overs and then just slow down the run. But I found what really worked for me was doing the farmer's carry walk, set the dumbbells on top of the box, shake it out a little bit, and then get into a good flow there. Psychologically, that helped me, and it allowed me to kind of push the run a little bit more and make sure I always had about 35 to 40 seconds of recovery time, which is plenty for this workout there, okay? I thought the dumbbell weight was very appropriate, honestly. You know, if you want to go a little bit more on the weight, then do so, but just pay attention. Don't be afraid to make adjustments if needed while you're in the workout. That was great. Each round should take you somewhere in the 2.5 minute range at the most. And that's it. It was a great workout, guys.
One of my biggest pieces of advice for someone working toward 365 would be like find that routine that's sustainable for you and being able to build on that. So like I started with the goal of 2 workouts a week and pretty quickly I was able to build from there. And just being able to plug away at something and remembering that like we still have that end goal and that life is never that direct linear path that we hope. And if you, I don't really like to call it fall off, but if you feel like you're not progressing as fast as you want, to get back on it. Remember why you started these things in the first place. Because everybody can do it, right? It's not easy, but it is simple, which I think is the biggest takeaway for all of this.